Yeah, there's a lot of influences, of course, in the music. Um, for me, I mean, of course, I have a lot of musical influences that are, in some cases, kind of obvious, like Deftones and Sigur Ros and stuff like that. But I think, for me at least, some of the most important influences are artists that approach music in a more philosophical way, on on how you create a mindset and a space to push the envelope for yourself and create something that is new for you. Might not be the most original music in the world, but for me it was something new. Um, so when it comes to that, like a really big musical influence was Ulver, of course, the Norwegian band, and to see their journey from black metal to some sort of modern Italian disco electronica, and still be a fantastic band. That stuff is fucking amazing, and a real big inspiration of just to push your own envelope and go where you go where the music takes you. On other hands, I have a lot of influences from Eastern European music, you know, or sorry, I mean Middle Eastern music, stuff like Gugush, Kulthum, and stuff like that. Also a lot of Latin American music. In the end, you know, it's all hovers around the same thing, that, you know, when you explore heaviness, you kind of hit a dead end when you get to stuff like Neurosis and that spell Omega and stuff like that. It's hard to be heavier than that, but then you start to discover that there is a palette of heaviness, that people can be heavy in different ways, and this is where stuff like Gugush comes in, or even yeah, like Victor Jara, that even though he sits there and he's singing with a guitar, it's intensely heavy and dark, and all these stuff that I like, but in a totally different context. So I think stuff like that really inspires me to how people find ways to create melancholy and joy and sadness and emotion in different ways. Uh, I think I saw an interview with Neurosis that they were talking about kicking people in the face, and that it becomes easy after a while, and then you start to explore these textures in the middle and all these emotions of melancholy. That's a phrase that kind of stuck onto me, and also, of course, inspired me. Like Neurosis, of course, is a huge inspiration, more in their philosophy than in their music. I love their music, but how they approach creating and when they speak about this stuff in interviews is very inspiring. So yeah, I'm inspired by a lot of things.